Queen here, Life After Money. How are you this morning? We've had some lovely sunny days, and this is why I'm in a t-shirt, because it looks like another sunny day. I'm glad to see that there was rain overnight, so the garden has now been watered. Have you got a coffee? This is my first coffee of the day. You're a little bit crooked. Let me just adjust. That's it. You're not crooked anymore. Well, I was crooked. I can see myself in that screen. So, have you got a coffee? Cheers. It is 9 o'clock. I'm a little bit late up. I did wake at 6. And I seem to have 6 hours sleep every night, and I'm okay with that, you know, which is quite good because it leaves me a lot of daylight hours to do other things. This morning I woke up 6 and I thought I'm just going to plump the pillows up a little bit and sit up a little bit and think about what I'm going to do for the day, and then I nodded off again. And I didn't wake up until nearly 8 o'clock. But anyway, what to talk about? I'm supposed to make more of these videos, and I have made some, but then I play them back to myself and I'm thinking, no, that ain't right. It's just one little thing is wrong, so I scrap the whole lot because I don't edit. To learn how to edit the videos will take me like hours and hours and hours, and it's not the time that I want to spend on doing that because I do lots of other things. So I'm going to stick with this method of switch the camera on and talk, and then that's it. Check it afterwards. Some of them it's rubbish, so I just throw them away, but some of them are sort of on the borderline. They might be alright. So anyway, let me stop waffling. Waffling. See, it's the morning and I can't even get my words out in the morning. Cheers. Have you got a coffee? So I just watched a family walk past the house. They're taking the kids to school, mum and 2 kids, little kids, and the little boy is ever so cute, but he has to carry a backpack that's as big as himself, and I just feel sorry for him. And I asked her the other day, why do they have such big bags? Well, apparently they have to carry everything they need from day to day, backwards and forwards to school. It's about a 20-minute walk to school from here, and they're not allowed to keep things in a locker in the school. You know, that's a hard work for that little lad, and goodness knows what it's going to do to his back later on in life. But anyway, I'm just thinking about how things have changed since when I was little, and how the children of today, they're not going to have the same life as I did. And basically I'm thinking about freedom, the freedom that we had when we were children. I was born in 49, so I went to school at 5 years old and left at 15 years old, so 10 years at 2 different schools, and it was pretty much okay. You know, I just got on with things. I wasn't particularly clever at anything, but I just got on with it, and I had quite a nice life because I lived in a village, and I could run about all over the place, which I used to do. I used to go off across fields, and I used to go up and down the street, and I used to play on my roller skates and my scooter, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But I'm thinking it's different today because the freedom is being taken away. And I know there are people that don't mind about that, but I am finding it particularly hard to understand why they don't mind about that. And I mean, I'm maintaining my freedom as much as I can, but some people have made very, very big changes and are now leading a completely different life to what we had years ago, you know, because everybody's frightened to do anything. I just feel it's very sad. Why are people burying their heads in the sand, doing exactly what they are told to do? And it baffles me, but they don't understand where it's all going because they prefer not to think about it. I've been thinking about it and I don't like where it's all going, but I'm 72, so I've had a good part of my life already gone. I hope I've got a bit more left, but yeah, it just baffles me why people are quite happy to take instructions and do this and do that. You don't do that anymore, you do it like this is how we do it now. Yeah, times move on, I get that, you know, we do have to make changes, we all have to make changes, but there should be changes for the better. And I feel that the changes that are being made at the moment to our way of life are not for the better. They're going to make life worse. You know, life is not going to be as enjoyable. Excuse me. But people are okay with that. I just don't get it. I don't know. Please help me. Why are people happy to go along with it? Yeah, the rules that we have to follow, some rules. You know, people are comparing wearing a mask to wearing a seatbelt. You know, wear a mask to, well, whatever reason they say, to stop your breathing on people, and wear a seatbelt. They say it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. Wearing a seatbelt is common sense. You know, people are killed in car crashes because they haven't got a seatbelt on. I can think of one famous person in particular that happened to. She might still be here if she had had a seatbelt on. So you can't compare those two things. You know, they say, oh, driving and taking note of speed limits, and it's the same as wearing a mask. Well, no, it's not the same thing at all. There's got to be a degree of risk in everything. There's got to be personal responsibility, and there's got to be people allowed to assess their own personal risk in everything they do, everything. If you're not able to do that, if you're handing that over to somebody else should be risking or thinking about the risks and telling you what you should be doing because it might be risky. I might think, well, it's not risky to me because I know my own risks. I've taken little risks in the past, and I've assessed each situation as it arises, and I've thought about what risk is this to me? Will I come off worst because I have done the wrong thing. Should I go this way and that way, or that way? And it's up to me to determine the risk. I don't want to hand that risk over to somebody else, because people don't know my lifestyle, how I live my life. I can assess, oh, I'm struggling with my words, let me have a drink. Excuse me. The thing is, I'm saying, I can assess what is at risk for me and what isn't. What is the level I am willing to take a risk on? In the past, I've eaten the wrong food. Now that is a risk. Eating the wrong food is a risk. In the past, I have eaten the wrong food when I was driving, and it didn't do my health very much good, because I put on weight. So I changed and I started eating healthy. But it was up to me to do that. And I'm not a risk taker where sporty things are concerned. Like, I don't swim because I'm frightened to death of water, so I don't do that. I never liked sports at school, physical activities, so I don't want to break a leg, so I don't do that, you know. So I'm thinking that I'm quite capable of deciding what is risky to me. But then other people are quite happy to hand over that responsibility to somebody else. And I just don't get it. At what stage do you think I am not capable of deciding what is best for me, so I will ask other people what I should be doing? Well, when you get to that stage, you might as well not be living. You know, people must take responsibility for their own lives. Anyway, I should shut up really, shouldn't I? Cheers. What am I going to do today? Look, it's turned out nice. It's a sunny day. I have got things to do outside, I've got things to do inside. So I will keep busy. Cheers. Assess your own risk and value your freedoms, because what is coming up later on, I can see what route this is taking, and it ain't pretty. It's not nice, and I fear for the young people that they are not going to have a really good life, full of excitement, fun, laughter. You know, we must remember that we need laughter, we need excitement, we need things to look forward to. And the way this is being played out in the social media, well, not so much social media, but mainstream media, and on the TV and radios and with the government, the way this is being played out, we have to cling to the fact that we need fun. We need to be able to risk for ourselves, take our own risks, be responsible for ourselves, and not hand it all over to somebody else. So think about it. Think about it. What do you want for the future? You want somebody else to dictate what you can and can't do? Okay, it's up to you. I can't really say any more. This is me and Queen. Cheers. Cat's asleep. Do you want to look at the cat? Hello, Maisie. Maisie, are you going to get up for your breakfast? Bye for now. Thanks for watching Mean Queen. Bye.